Hello everybody and welcome to another general vlog video. Now we're going to continue on with the breaker box. So I kind of thought the first thing that we would do is go over the breakers that I have. I have a couple 220s, which we don't have anything in here that's going to be 220. So we're not going to worry about those. So we've got some 20s and some 15s. Looks like we have an equal amount, 3 and 3. So let's go ahead and get a few of these in this box here. Let's see here. Probably going to run all the 20s on one side. That sounds good to me. And then maybe all the 15s on another side. Now you guys probably can't even see what I'm doing. I'm blocking you completely. I'm so sorry about that. Somebody just kind of smack me in the back of the head and tell me, hey, you're not doing it right. I don't like the way that those are fitting. They feel kind of sloppy to me. Let me see what I'm doing. I've never been a big fan of Murray, but I already had the breakers, and the boxes are cheaper than Square D boxes. You know, let's see, I probably want to leave, I'm trying to think the way that my panel is set up, and it says I can do 2, 4, 6, 8. You know what, just real quick, I'm going to run over to the garage real quick and see if I don't have any more singles. Okay, so with the 6 breakers in there, and they're tight now, you know, they're the way that they're supposed to be. I know they're a little bit dusty. I will clean them off before I actually add power to this. So I think one thing that I want to do is go ahead and get the other end of my line brought up in here. And maybe go ahead and put some of the knockouts in, drill up through here, because I know, like on this 20 amp side, I know that I'm going to want to put the hot water heater on one, the refrigerator on one, and the microwave on one. That is all of my large draining appliances. I'm making positive sure. I'm thinking in my head here. Of course, I can't think outside my head, can I? Anyways, and then like one for the living room, one for upstairs, and then one for the bathroom. And maybe get 2 more. I'm not really sure just yet what I'm going to do. So I'm going to work on getting this wire up through here, which is going to be, should be fairly easy to do. Even though I don't have my 90 hooked up outside, I can temporarily hook that 90 up. Actually, I could just go ahead and hook it all up and run all new wire. So that may be what I'm going to do. That would make it a whole lot easier, and it is a pretty decent day. So there, that was pretty simple. That's all done. I can't hook it up yet because I want to get everything run first, and I still have my temporary hooked up to the breaker inside. So, yeah, I'm kicking down here, and you guys don't even know. Anyways, I don't want to hook up my new yet because I still have my temporary hooked up to the breaker, and I don't want to be messing with it being live. So I'm going to pull just a little bit more of this through here, and then I'm going to just kind of wrap it around itself. And I think I made it to where more of that can pull out of there than that. But I don't need any more than that right now, because it just goes to here. So that's all I've got to do. Make sure. This is a good heavy gauge outside wire, underground wire I guess I should say. And let me make sure Yes. And making sure that it was outdoor wire and all that good stuff. Anyways, it'll be running conduit like this all the way in. And this, only reason I wanted this, just so you guys know, if you don't watch my last video, which you should go watch my last video, is if I ever decide to move this to another location, which is a very highly possibility, I want to be able to, if I need a larger gauge wire to come in, or if I need it to be able to have a breaker in this instead of a remote breaker, a breaker that's not in here, then I want to be able to pull this out. So anyways, that all has to do with the way that I cut the wall around it and everything, and I can just be able to pop this off. And it's hard to explain, but it's easy to do. So I think now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out that we're going to need at least 3 knockouts per side. And I hate the knockouts on this one. They don't all have to come from up above. And I want to figure that out too. I'm trying to figure out how my walls are going to be up here, because if I take a piece of board and I run it up here straight, then that is where, let me get a pencil here. If I run it up there straight, that will now start my wall. So I would have a nice channel up there to be able to run wire in. So that to me makes sense. So I think that's what I want to do. I don't think I want more than 2 wires per hole. So we know that we instantly got, let me kind of write it up here, micro, and we have refrigerator, and we're going to have hot water heater. So we know we're going to have 3 of them. Well, 3. I could go to the bathroom this way if I wanted. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, it might because of that wall. So I'll run the bathroom through this way and around. But we also want one other for the kitchen circuit. And while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and run up and tee off for each one of the lofts. I don't think they justify having their own breakers, because there's only going to be like 2 plugs in each one and a light. That's all it's going to be in there. So you're looking at 4 plugs total and 2 lights. Yeah, so I'll just put +1 so that we could run up here. Of course, that's going to come off of this side. Yeah, so let's get some holes drilled. All right, so now that I got 2 holes going up this way, 2 holes going up this way, I may want 2 more of each, or maybe even just 1 more of each, but for right now, that's where I'm going to go. So I'm now looking for my screwdriver. So I want to come, about right here on this edge one. Well, I can tell you right now that, there we go. Putting, whew, that was hard to do. Felt like I was hitting a lot harder than I should. There we go, that one went easy. Just putting my tools up. and get him more, and we'll reach in here and we'll grab these out of here. Well, when my kids were little, they would have been happy right now, because they sure loved these little slugs that come out of there. And I don't like the way these are coming out on this side. This is one of those multi-holes. And we'll get these first. My kids love these little slugs. They would use them like money. You know, with each other, they would trade and sell each other things, all for them little slugs. I'm trying to get this one out. I'm not too happy with the way that it's working, but I probably should have went from the top. Let me try that. I know I'm using something for a hammer that's not a hammer. There we go. Beautiful. Except for I got this one little piece right here. I better get a hammer. See, where everybody else edits, they would edit all this out. But I figure you guys want to see the mistakes just as well as you do the success, right? There we go, it's starting to go. Try to get it down and through here. There's probably a much better technique than what I'm doing. Matter of fact, I know there is. But I won, and that's all that matters. All right, so now let's get some connectors. We need about 4 of them. And that's what these are. I don't have my linemen's, they're certain kind of pliers. I don't have them with me to hold the top, so I'm not going to get them extremely tight right now, today. Now, once I bring my linemen's over here, then we'll be able to. But it's kind of hard when you're doing this all by yourself. It's kind of hard to remember, you know, where all your tools are. I've got tools on jobs, I've got tools at home, I've got tools over here, and it's just almost impossible to remember to bring tools with you on every single thing that you do, and even where your tools are even located at that moment. And I'm having a problem getting this in here started. I'm not holding my mouth right. There it goes. Anyways, once you get them in there, you get them tight, you hold your linemen's on top, and then you take a screwdriver and you tighten it, you get it about where it wants to go, and then you just give it one good little nudge. That's the way I do it, at least. And you know, you just want to get it up there about tight. Anyways, I haven't finished it yet, but now my wires can come down and go in, and we're going to put a plate behind this so nothing outside can be touched into them and screwed into them really easy. Normally I would use just the middle knockouts, but I'm more worried about what can be drilled from here in than I am from outside in. So, but we're still going to put a plate back behind each one of these. So, and nail plates down there, and here, and here, and here, and here. Very important. And the reason is, I don't have a nail plate here with me. Let's see what I can find. I thought I might have one in that bag, but I don't. So let's pretend that this here is a nail plate. And basically, if I take a screw or a nail and I go through there and it's a long screw or nail, I could hit my wire. Let's just go with this one right here. If I put a screw or a nail in there, I could actually hit that wire. That's why you try to stay to the center of the board. But just to be on the safe side, you take this nail plate that goes up here like this, and a screw or a nail will hit that metal and not be able to penetrate through. You'll see all that at the end when we get a little farther along. But now that we've got some knockouts in there and we've got all that there taken care of, I think that's about as far as we're going to go. We got our new indoor wire, our new underground outdoor wire coming in. Not hooked up yet. We've got 4 of these up here. We got 4 holes. We know that 4 are going to go that way and 4 are going to go that way. Well, I also decided I want to buy 2 other breakers. I didn't have 2 others in stock. And that is for, I want one outside, there's going to be a plug. I'd like to drop a plug outside on every wall. So there's 3 here, and then probably 2 on the porch. So that's 5 that I want to drop out here. And I want them to be on its own breaker. That way, I can just turn it off anytime that I want. And then I want upstairs to be on its own breaker. And I want the living room to be on its own breaker. So that's 3 breakers. And then we've already got 4 breakers over here, and maybe even 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other 2. I know it sounds excessive in a tiny house, but it will help me in the long run, excuse me, because I got man glitter all over me from drilling up above my head up there. But it'll help me in the long run because I will be able to, if I want to work in the kitchen on the electric, I can just hit electric off in the kitchen. Simple as that. If I want to work on the bathroom, which honestly the bathroom shouldn't even be on its own circuit because I think there's only going to be 1 plug in the bathroom and that is going to be it. But I might do another one, no more than 2 plugs. One would be just for a night light, but it don't really justify 2 plugs being on 1 circuit. But I like to be bathroom on a separate circuit. So I'm going to work on the bathroom off. I'm going to work on the kitchen, or not kitchen, we've already done kitchen, haven't we? I'm going to work on the living room off. I don't want the outside ones to be used right now, off for the outside. The boys' bedrooms, upstairs, the lofts, if I'm going to work on them, I like to be able to go off. You know, and then we've still got the hot water heater, which we'll go ahead and turn our last one off. But we've also still got the refrigerator and the microwave, which is where the top 2 come in. So I definitely need 2 more breakers. They could be 15s. Well, I'll get a 15 and 20 to equal it out. But that's where I'm at. Let's see what. Well, we're not going to worry about that today. I'm trying to get all the man glitter off of me here. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. This is just the second part of the electric box. From now on, we're going to start running. I do have one more, well, no. I was going to say I have one more thing I wanted to do. Anyways, give us a thumbs up. Like, please subscribe. When you do, hit that bell notification. Click all so you get notified on every single video that we make. Still trying to wipe off man glitter here. And let's see, where was I? Comment down below. And I've already asked you to subscribe, please. And share us on your social media platforms. And also follow us on Facebook at General Vlog Videos. And if you guys want to help YouTubers out, not just me, but any YouTuber, watch the ads. It really helps our channels grow. And thumbs up really helps our channels grow. That being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. And I may have gotten a little bit of wiring run, and it's run all the way to the house. And I may have got some breakers in, and I may have got some knockouts in up there, but I'm still my own cameraman. So you know what that means. I got to get up close and personal with you guys and poke you in the ear. And we'll see you on the next video. Hope you have a super, super, super great day.